a couple of days ago now, there was a little bit of a hullabaloo on social media. I'm trying to do this gently, carefully. It's actually started in a really interesting place, which was they were having a debate. Rory and his co-host were having a debate about, or having a conversation about GNX versus the Clips winning, what would win the Grammy. And Rory had said that, you know, he was rooting for the Clips to win the Grammy.
See, I love when somebody say something that I said too, but they get all the, oh my God, I was like, oh shit, that's what they doing to him?
Well, that's what was crazy about it.
Get him!
Because I feel the same way. I think Maul, I don't know how Maul felt about it, but Rory felt that way about it. And the fans, the Kendrick fans went hard. They started tweeting and trolling. They were coming up to me this week too for some stuff that, you know, they do that. If you say one thing, they take it as like an act of violence.
Kendrick has a hive, huh?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, him. Yeah. And if you say anything about Drake, it seems like anti-Kendrick, and Kendrick is anti-Drake. All that kind of shit. Yeah, but all the fans are crazy these days to me. So anyway, so then they started digging into old tweets as part of their full-on assault against our brother Rory. And they went in the old tweets. And they found tweets that were problematic to people.
What?
You trying, boy? I'm giving it to you.
And so,
but what kind of problematic? Homophobic, transphobic, racist?
They were interpreted as racist.
What?
Yeah. Now, to be clear,
not him.
Yeah, to be. What's funny is you're not even being funny. Like people will think you're doing it. People will think we set this up, but we really didn't. Like,
I didn't know.
Yeah. So basically, I don't want to rehash all the tweets, but some of them were like, they were like from 15 years ago. That's first thing. Second, some of them were RTs, right? So back in the day on old school Twitter, there was no retweet button. You typed RT and then wrote what the other person said. So sometimes people were interpreting him as saying something that he actually didn't say. He was retweeting somebody else. A couple of times he tweeted a rap lyric. You know, your chick is looking at my rim. You know, the lyric that they thought he was saying. So,
Mark, you doing like a word salad right now.
So there was a whole. She asked me what the tweet said. So there was a bunch of tweets. Some of them were offensive to celebrities. Some were seen as anti-black women, etc. That's what happened. And then the other piece of it was he defended himself. He went on Spaces to explain his position and had a very long 4.5 hour.
And put on an absolute masterclass in how you should not defend yourself.
Yeah. 4.5 hours is way too long.
An absolute, boy, that was.
You said in how you should not.
Should not. Yeah.
It is a way to do that. It really is. It's a science to it. And apologizing. People don't know how to do it, though.
So I think that what he did right. So then, the fourth step was finally he went on his show and offered an apology, particularly for the dismissiveness with which he had dealt with the opening part of that conversation. In the Spaces.
In the Spaces. Dismissive, smug, condescending,
snarky,
arrogant, snarky.
What?
His position was anybody that knows me knows that I don't hate black people. I'm not a racist. Yada yada yada. People were trying to tell him we all don't know you.
Right.
And
right.
This is how these tweets come off. A lot of the tweets were a lot worse than the looking in my rim rap lyric part that Mark
I want to
mentioned.
know the worst.
I wouldn't read them.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable.
I wouldn't even read them, but they were pretty bad. So I think people were just trying to hold him accountable and get him to at least acknowledge that in them resurfacing, there are people that weren't around back then that are hurt, that feel a way, that listen to you, that follow you, that look up to you, yada, 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 all of the
but
bells
even
and
the
whistles.
people that do know you, they still be hurt about it. Even if they, like, people get hurt by stuff like that, especially when they support you.
I think some people gave him grace because they know him. Like, I know he's not racist, so I'm going to look at the tweet differently than somebody who doesn't.
I can't know a white boy enough that he can't say nigger. I don't care.
And he didn't.
Oh, well,
and
I'm just saying. I use it as an example.
Yeah, I just want to be clear for the
I can't know a white
audience.
person enough that they could do racist shit, but whatever.
Yeah, I thought some of the more tweets I saw, the more I was like, yeah, that's even if I'm being generous, that's too much, right? And I think that he will likely address that. It got big. The story got bigger than I thought it would be when I saw it on TMZ.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, when I saw it on TMZ, I was like, ooh. And
TMZ, boiler a lot. It grew legs.
Yeah,
it grew legs rather quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, and mentioning Beyonce doesn't ever stop things from growing legs.
Yeah.
So that's its own.
He mentioned Beyonce?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Beyonce tweet. Yeah, Rory's getting shit off.
Yeah.
Rory's getting shit off.
Yeah, 2011 was a different time.
Y'all agree that Twitter was like a whole nother place back then?
It was.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
It was. I
It
wasn't
was.
doing it. Oh, go
That
ahead.
just doesn't excuse anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It was. I was there for it. I participated. It just doesn't excuse anything if the tweets ever come up. Which, number one, I'm confused how people that have some stuff going on are not doing a forensic cleanse
I got
on their across their
8,000
social media.
followers and deleted everything.
Well, you know, some people use there's devices and tools you can use to find stuff even after you delete it.
Yeah. But that's different. I feel like you making an effort to delete it that changes the narrative.
But I'm just wondering if I don't even know if this stuff was still
Any step you can implement to make those tweets harder to come across
For sure.
for the casual, you should take those. You
Yeah.
should take those steps.
I'm just wondering. I was wondering if he deleted his and they found him anyway. That's all I'm wondering. I don't know.
No.
Oh no, they just sitting there.
I don't think so.
Okay, got you. Got you.
I haven't asked him that, but
Got you. Yeah.
in 2011, them tweets were so bad they start kicking my back in. Hey, them tweets were so bad. This motherfucker Joe Budden brought him into the coach. I was like, I didn't know this nigga in 2011. I had no idea who he was in 2011.
Yeah.
But do I think Rory's racist? No,
Of course
Yeah,
not.
nah.
Yeah.
Do I think that there must always there's just law to how white people have to listen to black people in black spaces, I feel.
Period.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
If you hurt someone with your words, and when the words are of a certain, context, yeah, I don't think it's your right to be smug in that instance. And I think he acknowledged that.
He did. I think when it first happened, because there was a couple moving parts. One was some of the things they said he did was like a fake tweet that somebody had made, and so he was responding to that. The other thing was, I think he thought he was in a room full of weirdo Kendrick stans who were just attacking him and being unreasonable. And then, to your point, the people who came, the room was filled with crazy people, sane people, people who didn't know what was going on. So it was like the Kendrick person was a person like you who's like, yo, what the fuck just happened? I don't know. Then those people who were just hurt and want to answer. And I think, if some of y'all don't know how Spaces works, it might be, there wasn't equal representation on the stage at first. So I think part of it was he was responding to a certain kind of person. And I think that contributed to the dismissiveness. It still was dismissive, but I think that contributed to it. And then as it got bigger, sometimes you get in a situation, you dig your heels in and you just double down on the shit you're already doing. And I think that's what happened, and it just got worse. But you absolutely should not defend yourself in that way. Especially when you got a platform. I want him to just step out the room and think about it and then.
That's the thing, the platform part, and this is the thing with when you. That happened to me years ago, and they was like ripping me apart at first. So sometimes you responded to the insult you got, like you walking in that room, but you still remember somebody calling you a small head bitch.
That's
so
what I'm
you
saying.
coming at people because they was talking about your sneaks and your head size and all that. But in actuality, in my opinion, Rory is somebody that's usually in black spaces since he started, right? It's like he's in black stuff, correct? Mm-hmm. So if you're white and you benefit off of shit like that, you have to be super vigilant about what you say and do. That's my personal opinion, especially if you're making money off the niggas. I shouldn't be able to find you saying no crazy shit that I would be offended about, period. Me, I got 8,000 followers and went backwards and deleted stuff. Like it's a thought process. You get to a point where you take that extra effort. Also, I think the average person doesn't know how to apologize, and I get that. But when you have a platform, I don't think there's anything wrong with trying to figure it out. I literally Google how to apologize because there's really ways not to do it. Like a lot of people fuck up when they apologize because they'll say something that sounds like an excuse or close to it. You just focus on yourself. You just be accountable for what you did and you apologize. You don't bring up nothing else in the story. And most people don't know how to do that.
Spaces was also just not the place to do it.
Yeah, agreed.
Especially when I think someone said there was a 4 hours worth of Spaces because he may have said the right thing at some point.
It was more than
then,
that.
Yeah.
It was
Two
more than
parts.
that.
Yeah, then it was an after.
4 hour space might have been there after.
It was. Then there was the other one with the homeboy, and there was another. It was several of them.
Especially when you have a platform like he has, like
Right.
you could just do it right there,
and you would be buying yourself time to think.
that too.
Buy yourself time to think about how you would like to respond. The stuff don't look good. It don't look good.
Right.
So, and a lot of people love you. So how do I want to address this? Right? Like responding immediately on space. It was, like I said, it was an absolute masterclass in how you should not deal with something. I'm not going to kick his back, and I think he acknowledged that. No, I do not believe Rory to be a racist. I think a lot of people was getting shit off back then. That was the whole point of the fake retweet game. And I ain't gonna sit there and lie, it was fun. The fake retweet game used to be fun. Used to be. I'm talking about 08. I'm now 08, 09, 2010, around that era.
I was in jail.
And that's what I'm saying. 15 years is a long time.
Yes, and this a lot of people.
You can't, people that pop up now, see these things, you say, oh, it was wild back then. No, that's not how it works.
Curious, 15 years ago, he's around what age?
He was young as
He's
fuck
35
back then.
now,
Yeah.
so he was like 19, 20, 21.
I always thought it was stupid when they find people teenage tweets. I think that's kind of ridiculous when they're a kid. Also, I think as a white person that has black friends and black culture, it's probably really frustrating to be called a racist. But I think that I think every white person should have a certain amount of guilt.
I'm fine with that, the guilt. I'm also want accountability from white people in general. I'm not talking about Rory now. I'm just talking about white people in general.
Yo, you a tan panther.
It always be them with.
Like and subscribe for more, or go to patreon.com/JBTVAfterHours.